Mr. Speaker, sir, please protect me.
You are protected.
And I need, because what I'm about to say, what I'm about to say, please protect me.
You are protected.
Even if it's with the blood of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you are protected.
Now, this is Livingston Gogi. Sometimes they call me Farouk Kibet or the Duke of CBD. Thank you, members of the press, especially even the Masai media. You can see we are trending. Thank you very much. I want to be very clear. I want to be very clear. In the 80s and 90s, when people were fighting for multi-party, there came a spirit whereby the generation of that time, the generation of that time had to fight for multi-party. And it did not matter who had to die for multi-party to come. The other day, during the Mishuki's tenure, when he was the minister of security, there came a spirit in Central Province where people were agitating for equalness, fairness, and job opportunities from young people from Kikuyu Nation. The young men, it didn't matter whether you will kill 100 of them, they still fought on, but somewhere along the way, their leaders and the government, they compromised them, and we know how that ended. Today, the same spirit that was in the 90s, the same spirit that was with Mongekes is here with us with the Gen Z. If you have not understood, and I keep on saying, if you have not understood Gen Z, and we are giving, I'm entitled to my opinion. If you have understood the Gen Zs, leave the ones that come to Bunge, the ones that get shot in the streets. It doesn't matter how many of them. You know, even some of them do eulogies before they go for demonstrations. They will tell you they need jobs. And it doesn't matter how many of them they will kill. NIS, which spends 50 billion every year on gathering information, still cannot fathom what Jay-Z's want. And that is why we are saying, if there is one entity of the government that should be dismantled immediately as possible, it's NSIS. NIS. That's president. And if they cannot brief the president on what is going on, since the Gen Z demonstrations began, over 140 people Kiberenge have died, right? And we are not even sure how many people have been abducted. So the old thinking of NIS and briefing the president and telling him, if we kill a few of them, this movement will die, they need to rethink again. And that is why I'm saying NIS with 50 billion still cannot tell the president the truth. Because these people are very clear. And as much as you want to jump and pretend Gachagua is controlling them, you all know deep down in your heart, Gen Zs that the ones that come with the street with flags and water and a phone, it's a movement that we really can, it's a spirit that we really cannot understand. I wanted to know if anyone has known from what we have seen in the media and from the reports we have, does anyone know of any goon that has been shot dead? Thank you. Any goon that has been shot dead during protect me from the Green Belt movement. Now, we need to be very clear. If there is no goon that has been shot during the demonstrations, then it's very clear it's the government who is bringing them. Because the people who has been shot, the first person to be shot of this revolution was Rex Masai, right? Was he a goon? No. Give me a goon. I'm challenging the intellectual minds of Bunge. Give me a goon that has been shot by the police that you know. You know, I miss those days, Bunge, when we had research like I have done myself before I came to talk about this issue. I miss those days when Bunge could not get physical like I've had before I entered the house, that it was physical. It was pure battles of brains. And we need to go to reclaim Bunge and take it back where it was, where we could debate, and if you had not done research, you could not come to Bunge. How can we get physical? And I didn't want to get engaged in that because I had, is he in Bunge? Yes. That's why you're getting beaten. Now, I want to be very clear. If anyone, even the ones that are watching me on this platform, if you know of a goon that has been shot since the demonstrations started, please come forward. The police are very clear. They know their target. And it's not the goons, because goons are part of the police. Yes. And if it's a high time we realize this has nothing to do with Gachagua. Because when I was reading about revolutions and about dictators during the weekend, and that is why I'm full of wisdom this afternoon. Okay. You can tell. One thing I came across is that there is no government in the world that has no monopoly of violence. If you want rapists, all the government in the world will give you the best rapists in the world. If you want murderers, any government in the world will give you that because they have the data and they know who to call. So this monopoly of violence with Gachagua that the government pretends, and I'm not an advocate of Wamunyoro. I'm just telling you, and I'm just briefing the NSIS. You have clear notes today. Get to understand the Gen Z, and if you have some in the offices, get their thinking. Because the old thinking of 80s, the old thinking when we were dealing with Mugi will not work with Gen Zs. Gen Zs, no matter how many you will kill, you still have to give them jobs, whether you like it or not. And with those few remarks, and from my cup of wisdom, I rest my case.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I will not talk about the earlier incident that was here.